Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Paige here, once again with another video, and this is going to be my Star Wars The Force Awakens Easter eggs you may have missed videos. So there will be spoilers in this video, so if you've not seen the movie, don't watch this Easter eggs video unless you really have no intent of seeing the movie, because I will mention some parts of the movie and obviously will spoil it for you. But if you go on to enjoy it, leave a like. In the comments section, if you know of any that I've missed out on, whether they be big, small, or anywhere in between, please leave them in the comments and subscribe if you are new. So the first Easter egg is the droids in the early parts of the film carry something of importance, and this is a nod to R2-D2 in episode 4 A New Hope, as he carries, or it carries, Leia's message to Obi-Wan, and this corresponds to The Force Awakens, where we see BB-8 carry part of a map leading to Luke Skywalker, and Poe had actually given BB-8 this little map thing. The next Easter egg is that planets seen throughout this movie have a likeliness to other planets from the original trilogy. Now by this I mean Jakku is actually sandy and like deserty like Tatooine from A New Hope. Hosnian Prime, which if you don't know what that is from this movie, is like that new Death Star they have, which is like 20 times bigger. That's snowy like Hoth, which we see in The Empire Strikes Back. And then we have Takodana. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I can't remember how they pronounce that in the movie, but that resembles Endor from Return of the Jedi. It is lacking Ewoks though, so does it lose points there? The next Easter egg is the Millennium Falcon is garbage. Now we get a lot of original trilogy Millennium Falcon hints, but I guess the most noticeable one, or the first one that we notice, well it has to be the first one we notice because it's the first time we see the Millennium Falcon, but it's when Rey actually first sees the Millennium Falcon and calls it a piece of garbage, which obviously is like a running thing throughout the original trilogy. The next one was actually one that I was pretty excited when I saw it, but this is actually Chewbacca's chess set. So when Finn and Rey are first properly talking to Han Solo, like in a conversation, Finn knocks this table and lights up what is Chewbacca's chess set, which we'd seen in the original trilogy. I can't remember, was it A New Hope that we first see it? I can't remember, I'm not too sure. Please leave in the comments to clarify. It actually has the same figures as well, which I thought was pretty damn cool. The next one is actually Han Solo muttering his famous line. I guess this could not be called an Easter egg, but I'm going to chuck it in here anyway, because it's a reference, but his famous line is obviously, I have a really bad feeling about this, or I have a bad feeling about this, one of the two, and it had to be Han Solo saying this, no one else. Thank God it was him that said it. The next Easter egg is actually Carrie Fisher's daughter. Now, Billy Lord is Carrie Fisher, aka Leia's daughter in real life. Now, she actually only has one line in the movie, and she's playing some form of communicator between the X-Wing fighters and the base. Now, the Darth Vader / Kylo Ren torture scenes. Now, there are actually two parts in the movie, one in which is when Poe is strapped to this chair, and also when Rey is strapped to, I think it was the same chair, and Kylo Ren is actually torturing them. Now this mirrors the scene in The Empire Strikes Back when Han Solo is being tortured by Darth Vader in Cloud City when he's sort of being put towards that electricity on his face. It basically is very similar to that. The Clone Army reference, which I think a lot of people would have got, and this is when General Hux and Kylo Ren are having this argument about the stormtroopers and their abilities and stuff like that. Hux essentially assures that they have been trained exceptionally from birth, while Kylo Ren makes a point that clones should be used to fight instead, which is obviously a reference to the original clone army that we saw in episode 2, Attack of the Clones. The trash compactor throwback. Now this is another one where I think a lot of people got pretty excited when they heard it, but during the movie, Captain Phasma, which, just a quick note, I don't think she was the best character in this movie. I think they hyped her up a bit too much, but she might be good in episode 8 and episode 9. But she's essentially forced to bring down the shields on the First Order's base. So afterwards, Finn asks what they should do with her, and Han Solo asks if there is a trash chute or a compactor that they can throw her down, just like the one that he, Luke, Leia, and Chewbacca were trapped in during A New Hope. Now, Nien Nunb and Admiral Akbar actually appear in this movie. Now, Nien is first seen in episode 6, Return of the Jedi, so it's good to see him return. He was a fan favourite as well. And Admiral Akbar didn't get to say he's famous, it's a trap line, but obviously we've still got 2 movies to go, so he could make an appearance there. Now, this one was a blink and you'll miss it moment, and this is the Marksman H combat remote appears in this movie. Now, not only do we get to see Luke Skywalker's lightsaber returning, as I said, in a blink and you'll miss it moment, Finn, when he's going through this bag, from my memory, I think it was Han Solo's, he briefly pulls out the remote that Luke used in A New Hope and gives it this raised eyebrow. So maybe Finn or Rey might use it in a future episode, who knows. Now, Kylo Ren's actual name is Ben Solo, so is he possibly named after Ben Kenobi, aka Obi-Wan Kenobi? Just throwing it out there. Darth Vader's helmet. Now we see Kylo Ren talking to Darth Vader's helmet, which he managed to dig up or take from someone who else had dug it up. So I don't know if he got it essentially, or maybe he just found it somewhere. Obviously it's burned because of what happened in episode 6, when he basically got, like, you know, essentially cremated, I guess you could say. And finally, the last Easter egg I've got, and that is, "May the Force be with you." Now, this famous phrase isn't repeated until the last scene of the movie, and this is by General, not Princess Leia, and she says it to Rey before she hops back on the Millennium Falcon to follow the map that leads to Luke Skywalker. So thanks for watching. Make sure to let me know in the comments if I missed out on any, whether they were big, small, or anywhere in between. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.